how to get paid when people try to play you for your paper. Girl, Tiffany Haddish was invited to host a pre-event online for the Grammys, a 3-hour event. Okay. And they were like, woohoo, we want you to host our thing for free. Now, as a black woman in business, I took that personal. I took it real personal. Okay. So today we're going to talk about money. How do you get paid when people play with your paper? Okay. Especially if you are a black woman, but if you're a woman, I got some stats for you. I want to get you some knowledge on and want to help you understand how to make your paper. Okay. So we're going to go in. We're going in. We're doing money today, y'all. For real, for real. This is Dr. Venus, your hot mess millionaire. And, this frustrated me, and I'm working on not cursing. Good luck. We'll see how it goes. Okay. God is faithful. We'll see how long I last. But I took this one personal. I did because I have been in positions where people want me to do things for free because they think they're doing me a favor, give me exposure, get me in front of the right people, having me be up front, all of that, but they won't pay me. Okay. And when I was early in the business, when I was early in my as an entrepreneur, okay, I said yes, because I was so grateful to be included with all the big names in front of the big people who made the big money that I didn't realize they weren't paying me a dime. So when I saw this happen with Tiffany Haddish, I took it personal. I admit it. I took it personal. I was hot, still a little hot, but I'm better now. I've simmered off. So we're going to talk about how to get paid, okay? And whether you're in entertainment or you're an entrepreneur, if you are a woman who's ever not gotten paid, you want this conversation, okay? And for my brothers who love their mothers, listen in. You'll get trained too, okay? Because today is a money day, y'all. I'm all about my paper today, okay? So before we go deep, please make sure you subscribe to Hot Mess Millionaire, the podcast. Please make sure you tag. Look, if you know some sisters who need to make their paper, tag them, okay? Post, share. Look, it's the holiday season. Give while the giving is good, okay? It's a wonderful gift to give people knowledge about how to be paid. All right, so that's what we're doing today. And also, this is important. I encourage you to join the Hot Mess Millionaire Facebook tribe because I am doing this new thing. It's hot, it's fresh, it's so 2021. It's First Million Fridays, where I'm going to deep dive into how to break your first million. Okay. And each month I'll be doing a First Million Friday where I'm going to open up the lines and pour into people directly to help you build out your business to the $1 million mark. Okay. Make it literally from your pain, not from your brain, from your lived experience, not your skill set. It's a whole thing. Just join the group. Make sure you fill out the 3 questions. They're simple questions, but they make sure I know you're not a robot, because we don't want no stank in the room, okay? And another thing I'm going to be doing in the Hot Mess Millionaire Facebook group is this new thing. You may want to write it down or you may come on over. It's called Promote to Partner, Structured Networking. And this is where I'm going to open up the entire group, okay, where you can promote your business to get partners, not clients, but partners. Big deal, because you don't want, this is the thing I learned early on, was that you don't want to network with people. I know they tell you that, but I'm gonna tell you something millionaires do. We don't want to network with you. We want your networks. We want your networks. We want the people that you have access to. So I'm going to be on Saturdays, I'm going to really be setting you up to structure to find networks to partner with, such that everybody wins. Okay, so that's coming. So make sure you join the Facebook group, Hot Mess Millionaire Facebook group. The link is around here somewhere, and do that. Make sure you subscribe, you share, you post, you tag, you comment, you love on me. Mwah, mwah, mwah. It's necessary. I need it. I think that's all I need to get in. And happy Hanukkah, happy Feliz La Vida, happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, happy Being Alive Day, happy Hare Krishna Day, happy Hug the Tree. Do something. Whatever. Happy end of 2020, baby. I'll take it any way I can get it. Okay. So I think I got all my caveats in. Let's go deal with this money thing. Okay. Tiffany Haddish is famous. She's a multimillionaire. She's a best-selling author. She's gotten nominated twice for 2 Grammys. One for spoken word with The Black Unicorn, her book, and the other one for her Netflix special, Black Mitzvah. Okay, and Jesus, please let me not curse. These people had the audacity to say, "Boo, you hot, you all that, but we want you to do our thing without getting paid." Now, here's the thing. There is a history with this particular event that people don't get paid for it. And that's fine. But they're not Tiffany Haddish. This chick is she and Kevin Hart did this feature film called Night School. They dropped $29 million on it and made over $300 million on it and still counting. She's not some regular person. Jesus. She's not a regular. So, and then James Corden, he negotiated his fee until about $20,000, and there are other people who have negotiated. We don't know their numbers, but the point is this: I'm insulted on behalf of all women worldwide who do business when people want you to give your shine, your divinity, your genius to their platform and want to pay you pennies or nothing at all. I'm done with it, God. I'm not having it. It's over for me. I'm not doing it. Okay? And here's the thing I need you to hear. The thing that I love about Tiffany, she said no thank you. And she went public. So, rule number 1, when people try to play you for your paper, go public. Go public. Let the world know that these people are cheap. The moment someone does that to you and wants you to do something for free, when you know they have a platform, you know they pay other people, they have to pay people, okay? All those lights, all that tech, they pay somebody for it. Why not you, okay? And so when someone does that to you, you want to go public with it. Let the world know. This is blamish. No, point them out. Name them and let them have to deal with the social consequence. That's the first thing. That's what I love that Tiffany did. And she also said no. Now, that is a woman who knows her worth. She knows. And here's the thing. I want you to be very clear. Makeup, clothes, hair. We're not talking 50,000, y'all. We just talking. She just asked for expenses. She didn't ask for a fee. Do you see what I'm saying? So expenses, we're talking a couple thousand easy, not even big money. You know what I'm saying? And they still said no. The representative said no. I don't care who it was. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's on their name. Okay. So when you have someone who's not willing to cover your expenses. Now, notice I didn't say fee. She didn't say fee. She said expenses, y'all. Please hear me when I tell you. Expenses and fee. My expenses are nothing compared to my fees. Do you understand? My fees are appropriate for my level of effectiveness. Okay? So you want to be mindful of, if you're doing a gig for somebody as an entrepreneur or even as an entertainer, and they're not willing to cover your fees, then I'm always concerned to ask, then what's the budget for the project? Point number 2, find out what the budget for the project is. Not just your part, but the entire project. Because now they know you're dealing with money. You're not dealing with getting a pat on the back or blown in their ear or being, how do you say, being acknowledged in place of payment. Now you say, okay, great. What's the budget for this particular project? That's a real question. And they say, I don't know. Well, how can you not know? Well, who do I need to ask? Because I want to understand that if you're not able, now notice that's a positioning thing. I didn't say if you couldn't. I said if you're not able, okay? If you're not able to cover my expenses, then I'm curious to know what is the standard that you're operating for this particular endeavor. Did y'all see what I just did? That's called positioning. I've already told them that they God, I don't know if they picked up on that, but prayerfully somebody did. Okay. And I'm asking them to account for whether or not this really is a reputable platform. Can you see that? Because if they don't have a budget for the platform that can account for makeup, hair, wardrobe, what have you, then do I really need to be talking to these people? I mean, are they really a match for my level of stature? Now, for my sisters in success who don't feel like they have a level of stature yet, let me talk to you for a moment. You do. If they're asking you, you do. If they're considering you, you do. So if you are early stage, and I know some early stage people can get a little like, oh, I'm not a Tiffany Haddish. I ain't either, but I know my worth. So if you are invited to do a speaking engagement, okay, virtual or in person, they still look. right? Y'all know I don't get dressed for y'all no more. I get dressed when I'm working. This is not working. This is me doing what God told me to do, right? But whether it's virtual or whether it's live, when I'm doing something for national coverage, when I do that, I hired a professional makeup artist. I get my hair done. Because that's business to me. This is love. I don't get dressed for y'all no more. I only get dressed when money's involved, right? So my point is that even when you're starting out, if they don't have a budget, then ask them this. Write this down, okay? This is a big deal, specifically for my entrepreneurs, okay? Ask them, will it be recorded? And will they have a 2-camera or 3-camera recording? Can you get that? Are they going to have press there? Can you be featured? Are they going to have a pre-event or a post-event? Can you make an offer there? Can you make money? Can you make an offer from the stage so you'll make the money back from your own offer? You see what I'm saying? So look, here's the thing. They don't have to pay me, but give me the chance to make the money. That was 3. Okay? Look at how you can make the money. And here's the thing. Press is good. Good press, good press, bad press. If your name is in the paper, people know you're there. They know you're alive. So if you forego, check this out. If you forego cash for a 3-camera shot recording of you doing your thing that you can market to get bigger gigs on bigger stages, I call that money. That's not free. That's exchange. You see what I'm saying? Because you didn't have to pay for those cameras. You know what I'm saying? And if you ask or find out, can you give a free offer? You can gather some leads. Those leads can turn to private clients. You can make your paper that way. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. So I don't think anything's ever really free, especially if you're an entrepreneur. And I think artists are entrepreneurs, and I think that they need to think like entrepreneurs, not talent. Okay? You're always looking at, how can I get what I need from this? Okay? Now again, Tiffany Haddish doesn't have to, but she does bring and she does help us as women in business really look at when we get in those situations, how do we monetize them? How do we leverage them? How do we have them work for us? How do we pimp the Jesus out of them? This is how you pimp it. You find ways to make money off of it. If you have a free gift, say, hey, may I make a free offer to your audience? So for example, let's say, making this up, I know Tiffany would do it, but if she was in my house, I would tell her to do this. Say she said, okay, I'm going to do your thing for free. Not a problem. And what I'm going to do is your thing for free, and I'm going to make a free offer to all the people who get exposure to her. Okay? And she makes a free offer, say, hey, if you want to learn how to tell a joke in 5 seconds, go to this website and grab it today. Now, that means that whoever was watching her, she now has their name on her email list, and she can now market to them. Does it make sense? So I don't call that free. I call that leverage. I didn't have to pay for that. I didn't have to market to get that there. You know what I'm saying? They put me on their platform, and I got to put something out there that I have. Do you see what I mean? So that's one. That's one way. The lead, and then also you can make an offer. Like not just get leads. When you give away a gift and you get a lead, that means you get their email. You can market to them over time. But sometimes you can make an offer. You say, okay, like let's say Tiffany said, hey, I know I'm hosting the Grammys for free, but here's the thing. If you want to learn how to create your own production company like I do with She's Ready Productions, then go here to this site and invest blah, 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 and I'll do a private call with you, or just buy the worksheet or buy the playbook, blah, blah, blah. That's an offer. Now, my point is, I need you to start thinking like a marketer. I need you to get rid of free. And I don't care if you're early stage. I don't care if you're established. I don't care if you're a serial entrepreneur or you're just starting out. I need you to think money. I need you to think money. Money, 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 money. Money. I need money to become your best friend. I need you and money to make friends. I need you to stop undercharging. I need you to stop doing stuff for free. I need you to find a way or make one where you get served. Okay? Now, in terms of offer making, let's talk this through a little bit. When you are an entrepreneur, one of the biggest challenges you will have is cash flow. It's normal. It's just like sales and marketing are the heart and blood of any business. Cash flow is the the gristle that keeps the machine running. You know what I mean? So cash flow is not hard if you understand these two distinctions. There's quick money and then there's long money. Quick money is where you need a cash infusion now, like a blood infusion, like, oh, Suki, I need me some cash. If you need cash money, if you need to get money in a quick, fast, and a hurry, then jump on Facebook, jump on Instagram, do a talk for 20 minutes, and then guide people over to your private page or to your messenger and have a committed conversation with them to see if you can help them or not. You see what I'm saying? And then you close sales that way. There's a wonderful woman that I just think is brilliant. She has over 1 million people on her Facebook. She does all her business for Facebook. And she just pulls her clients right off of Facebook, but she does like a 20-minute, 30-minute talk about something. And then she says, if you want more, send me a private message, and you close them directly on the phone. That is quick money. Long money? Long money. Long money requires you to pour into people. I do long money a lot. I don't do quick money anymore. I did quick money when I was younger in the game, right? But quick money is not big money, in my opinion. And I'm into big money, right? So long term, if you're out to do long money, then you have to develop the relationship. Okay? So I tend to nurture my relationships for at least a year before I ever make an offer. That's normally what I do. Okay, because my offers aren't $100 here, $200 there. You see what I'm saying? My stuff starts off, when I work privately, I go from anywhere from 20,000 to 250,000. That is normal for me. And that's this no big deal. Now, when I'm doing group work, I don't do that. But when I'm doing private clients, I do that. Does it make sense? And I can back it up. So if you're going to make an offer, you need to be able to produce it. Don't say you can do some stuff and not be able to do so. They will drag you like Black Twitter. So make sure you can do what you say you're going to do, right? If you know you're good at teaching people how to close sales, then you better be able to close sales. You know what I mean? But you want to organize yourself around being able to produce long money. But in order to do that, you have to get good at quick money. And if you don't know how to get good at quick money, then you need to learn how to bring in money from your knowledge, not your time. Can you see how this works? So you're going to need new money so you can have startup money to make the big money. All right. And if you don't know how to bring in money from what you know instead of what you do, you are in a handicap. Okay. So you need to learn how to bring in money from what you know. I don't mean your skill set. I mean your lived experience. I mean your knowledge, not your time or your skill. You need to make money where your body doesn't have to be. Okay. Now I have a program called Money Mogul Formula. Go check it out. If it matches for you, do it. If not, find something that does. Okay. But the point of it is this: you can't depend on other people, aka white people, aka white men in power, aka institutions, to give you money, pay you money, give you anything that they can get for free. They're used to black people working for free. They're used to black women slaving. They used our bodies to make the slave force that made them rich. That never changed for them. Okay? So don't get mad. Work the system. Don't get mad about it. Don't get mad. I don't get mad. I get rich. That's what I do. So given that white people, let me say it softer than that, white supremacy, let me do it like that. White supremacy and racism relates to black women like we should be thankful that we are breathing the air they breathe. God bless them. Okay. Never mind, we're the ones that gave them life. Whole nother level. I'm not going to go there, God. I'm going to stay here because I'm calm right now. I feel good about myself. I haven't cursed. God, it's almost 20 minutes. I haven't cursed. This is a good sign. I'm growing. However, because of white supremacy and racism, we have some of the internal thing about it. So sometimes we don't value ourselves and we'll take what we can get because we don't think we'll get more. And they count on that. They count on that. They count on us being insecure or feeling inferior. Okay. And because they count on it, they play on it. It's just like the Karens or the Kens calling police because they know that white supremacy is called the police department and they leverage that. Okay. Same thing when they're cutting deals with us. Most white people in business, white supremacist, racist people, and just in some places, just selfish people. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be a character trait, but it is a practice. Will underbid you. I had a friend in business who was selling her company, right? Brilliant, so brilliant. And they lowballed her. And she turned down the offer for 2 years. And this is long money. This was long, big money. Okay. Jesus, come back, V, come back. And so she eventually sold her company for $35 million. Okay. But they tried to lowball her for like 15. Do you understand? Now this is, V, come back. Don't get mad. I'm not mad, God. I'm trying not to be mad. I'm trying real hard, God. I haven't cursed. Okay. So my point is this. Entrepreneurship is your way out of the seat at the table game. See, if you are trying to get a seat at the table, that means that when they don't want you there, they can either get rid of the table, get rid of you, close down the store. You know what I'm saying? So we're not doing that no more. We're not. You need to have your own table. You need to have your own building, your own business, your own empire, your own everything, your own enterprise. Because America, the world in general, but America is built on capitalism. And capitalism requires that you have your own in order to play. Here's the thing. If you are working for somebody, remote or not, especially if you're a black woman, let me just read you some stats, because I feel a need to express myself today, Lord. And if you look at my notes, you'll see I have some articles there, and there are two major ones. The simple truth about the gender pay gap, and for women of all races. Okay, of all races. I put that in there because this is not just for black women, it's for all women and the black men who love us. Okay, but then I got one, it's same article, but a different page about black women. And here, check this out. Okay, I'm gonna read this directly from it because I'm too hot. Venus, you're too hot. Okay. Imagine having to work 7 extra months just to earn the same pay as a male coworker. If you're a black woman in the United States, it's a likely reality. According to the U.S. Census, on average, black women were paid 63% of what non-Hispanic white men were paid in 2019. That was last year. That means it takes the typical black woman 19 months to be paid what the average white man makes in 12. And that's even worse than the national earning average of all women, which is 82%, as reported in the AAUW's The Simple Truth About the Gender Pay Gap. Okay. And then they go on to say, the intersecting injustice. Black women and girls live at the intersection of sexism and racism. While sexism and racism are distinct forms of discrimination that manifest differently, their effects are compounded when a person experiences both at the same time. Intersectional discrimination perpetuates the racial and gender wealth gaps, limits black women's access to educational opportunities, and impedes their career advancements. Okay? Wealth gap. This explains why black women's earnings are so far behind those of both white men and white women. In 2013, the median white household had 13 times the wealth, and wealth refers to total assets minus debts, of the median black household. Specifically, the median white household had about $134,000 to the median black household of $11,000. I'm gonna stop there before I get hot. Okay. So what I need you to understand is, if you're working for somebody, God, help me fix this soft. Help me fix it, Jesus. Please help me. Dalai Lama, help me. So if you are working for somebody else, more than likely you're getting paid less than the men that are working for them. Okay. Meaning some version of, you're getting paid 63 cents for every $1 he makes. That's the first piece. All right. Second thing is this. As women get older, our earning potential go down. Okay. And then because of our death rate, we end up not having the kind of savings, specifically because we weren't able to make the money that we needed to make to be able to take care of ourselves over time because of race and gender. All right. So I need you to hear me when I tell you this. You need to have a business. And I'm trying my hardest not to curse, but I think I'm going to lose this one, God. I think I'm going to lose it. If you don't understand that, if you don't have your own business, whether it's an S Corp, a C Corp, a sole proprietorship, an LLC, then you don't get the tax write-offs that business people get. Tiffany Haddish, the reason why she's saying, are you going to cover this, that, and other? All those things are write-offs. All of that's write-offs. But if you don't have that, then you're not winning, you're not playing the American game. You are losing the game because you're putting all your energy and sweat in somebody else's dream. And they give you a paycheck, but you still have to pay taxes on that. And then you got to deal with inflation on that. And then you wonder why your money's not moving, because inflation and taxation is going to eat you up no matter what. It goes up every year. So if you don't have a business entity with your name on it, and a sole proprietorship is just your social security number, so that you don't have to do with all the mechanisms, but you can still write things off if you're working from home. And it's not hard, but you got to love yourself enough to learn it. It's not hard, but look, if you keep waiting for white people to care about you, they're going to do you like they did Tiffany. And the thing I want you to understand about what makes this thing about Tiffany so important is this. She's famous, and they still tried this stuff on her. She is famous. She is everywhere. You understand? She's not, she's, so if they'll try that with her, what do you think they'll do with us? You know what I'm saying? You need to understand that America is not built for you, girl. It's built for him. Black men got the vote before white women, which is a whole nother level. And 18% of those dudes voted for Trump. Whole nother level. I'm not going there to God. Today, God, help me not go there. I'm going to stay right here. My point is this. You need to have a business. If you want to protect your paper, get a business. Get a business entity. And you need it right. You need it now. Start 2021, start fresh. Get an entity. Look it up. Read about it. It won't take you long. Look up sole proprietorship. Look it up. Look up S Corp. Look it up. Look up C Corp. Look up LCC. Look up partnership. It won't take you an hour just to look it up and say, okay, which one would fit me? I work from home. I'm doing hair. Okay, maybe I should give me a sole proprietorship so I can write off this room that I'm using to do hair in. Okay. So, or if you're like me, I have an S Corp. So all my money moves through my institution. So I'm not paying taxes twice. Okay, I'm not doing it. It's redundant. I'm not doing it. And I have a beast mode. And if you don't have this, especially if you're a black woman in business and you are over six figures, you have better have a bookkeeper and a tax accountant who can do your books. You think Trump got away with some stuff? Because it's legal. And I appreciate the legal loopholes. You should too. You need to get somebody, preferably white, who knows their stuff. And there's some black people who know it, but I think that we're too principally driven. I don't think we understand America is not built on value. It's not built on morals. It's built on winning. And there are legal loopholes that Trump did to not pay taxes that you as a business owner have access to. Now, I'm clear that some of us moral Christian folk, I feel you. I love you. I'm here for it all day. However, if you do not start playing America the way America is built, you're going to lose generationally, because they don't do morality. They talk it, but they don't do it. They do business. They do taxes, they do write-offs, and you need to get in that game. If you don't get in that game, then you're destined to lose. Another thing that I love that Tiffany Haddish did was she wasn't willing to lose. She's nominated this year for a Grammy for Black Mitzvah, okay? And she still told them no. She said, and if that means it's going to impact her getting the Grammy, she's not going to sell herself out. You're too afraid to lose a little bit of something. So you'll take whatever. You got to get to the place where you have standards for yourself, where you're like, you know what? I'm not going to let you fuck me without a condom. And I mean that on every level, and every type of, whether it's romantic, whether it's business, whether it's relational or friendship, it's still the same thing. You need to have some standards. You need to have standards for yourself where you're willing to walk away instead of being used or pimped for their pleasure, for their profit. We're not doing it. If Tiffany had said yes, she would have given more than she got because she's already famous. She already is exposed. You need to start thinking like a marketer. You need to start thinking like a business, not like a service provider, not like a black woman, but like a business entity. And if you're my brothers listening, the same goes for you. Handle your house. Get your house in order. And you can't get your house in order if you do not have a business entity to write things off on. When I had my mansion, I had everything set up to write off. I did my events in that location. We wrote them off. Even the artwork that I put up in that mansion was write offable. Do you see what I'm saying? So all I'm trying to have you hear is this. Get your paper, girl. Get your coins. Grab your bags. And you have to think like that. If you don't think like that, they will take you. They will take everything from you. They took it from our ancestors. They exhausted our mothers. They made our aunties scrub their floors so that we could have the freedom and the opportunity to have our own. And what are you doing with it? Are you squandering it? Are you waiting for Are you waiting for favor? What are you doing? I don't know. But I'm saying cut it out. And the thing that I love about Tiffany, she went public with it. And they had to apologize to her. She asked them to, but she was gracious enough to accept their apology. She's a better woman than me because I would have cursed the whole system out, which is why God does not have me go through that. Because I got an attitude problem, and God knows I got a mouth on me, and I would have said all kinds of foul things that would have been backed up, but probably would not have been the best thing to say. My point is this. You are worthy. You are worth it. You need to be paid for what you bring. And if you're early stage, find a way to work that to get paid. Okay? I'm fine with it, whether it's with the cameras, whether it's with the press, whether it's with the leads, or whether it's with the offer. That's 4 ways of getting paid. I done told you what to do. If you're 6 figures and above, you need to be writing things off. You need to be thinking about taxes, and you need to be thinking about inflation. You need to be thinking about what kind of business entity do you have in place so you're not double taxed. You got to look into that. You got to care enough about yourself to find out how do you protect your paper. You have to do that. They're not going to do it for you. In fact, they're looking at ways to get the money away from you. Okay? All right? And see if there's anything, God, is there anything else I need to fuss at them about? Yeah, stop undercharging. Here's the thing. Whatever you're charging right now, double it. Just go ahead and double it and deal with yourself. Just double it. And if that's not enough, triple it. Deal with you. I need you to feel like, oh my God, I can't. Good. Then go do it. Make the offer until you believe it. People are going to pay you based on what you believe, not based on what the market says. So look, if you're not about your paper, don't ever talk to me. Because I'm probably more committed to your first million than you are because I know you can do it. It's not hard, but you got to get yourself oriented around this. You have got to get your eye on money, your eye on profit, your eye on revenue, not on feeling good, not on avoiding people, not on being a perfectionist. Oh my God. I just went through this with my team. My mother I had to call my mother. Bless the Lord. Because they had their eye on process, but not profit. That's not going to work. Business is business. You go into business to make money. That's why we do this. Business is for money. If you want to make a difference, do a nonprofit or start a movement. I'm down for it. But business is money. And if you don't have the kahunas to say, you know what? I'm about my paper. Then you don't want me in your ear because I'm coming for that ass when it comes to money. I'm pretty easy about other things, but I'm not playing with your money because I know that you can literally transform the financial trajectory of your bloodline if you stop being passive and stop thinking someone's doing you a favor. They're not doing you a favor. They need you. And you don't know that. And I'm like, God, help me help them understand that if people keep reaching for them, they need you. Then you need to monetize the need. And if you don't know how to, join the Hot Mess Facebook group and let me show you some things. I promise you, it's easy. It's easier to make, this is going to sound cray-cray, but it's easier to make your first million than it is to make your first 100,000. It is. Because that shift from being an employee to entrepreneur is hard on people. But once you make it, it's easy. The money part's the easy part, but the internal permission to prosper, that is what we're talking about right now. And that's what Tiffany demonstrated to us, that she already has the internal permission. She's not accepting things just because it sounds good or it looks impressive. She's not doing that. She's not going to be used. She's not going to have them blow on her ear and pat her on the backside and then, benefit from her shine. She's going to bring people to that. She would have brought people to that live stream. And everything's virtual right now. So it's all new stuff. Anyway, my point is, I need you to get serious about your paper. 2021 is upon us. It is in our laps. And what's his name? Old boy is almost out the White House. Even if we have to take this man out kicking and screaming, he's leaving this house. Okay, so you need to get yourself oriented around 2020. It is the year of the black woman, baby. Listen, we got us a we can do this. But I need you to get serious. I need you to get serious about your paper like you are about your child's education serious. That's what I'm talking about. I'm falling back. I'm falling back. I'm falling back. I'm falling back. Okay, God, I'm done. All right, Jesus, I'm finished. I ain't saying nothing else unless you tell me to. Are we good, Lord? Okay, got it. All right. I love you. Let's know that you're loved. Know that you're loved. Okay. I'm passionate. I'm not angry, but I know my sisters, and I know that sometimes you undercharge, you do stuff for free, and you don't value you the way that I do. I need you to borrow my faith. Okay. Just borrow my faith. Dr. Vita said I'm worth it. Then believe me until you can believe you. Okay, and make your price points match that, and you have to make the offers until they turn. You have to learn how to close sales. You have to learn how to market. That is business. Anything else is a hobby. I'm falling back. I'm falling back. I'm falling back, God. I'm falling back. I'm falling back, Jesus. I'm falling back. I'm falling back, Holy Spirit. I'm falling back. I'm falling back, 12 disciples. I'm falling back. I'm falling back, Mary, Mother. I'm falling back, Oprah. I'm falling back. I'm falling back. I'm falling back. All right, God, I'm done. I love you in that agape way. And for my brothers, I love you too. Take what you need, throw away the rest. This is Dr. Venus, your hot mess millionaire. Know that you're loved beyond all measure, my sweet sister in success, and the brothers who love us and our allies. Know that you are God wrapped in flesh. You are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. You are the head and not the tail. You are the righteousness of God. And it's insulting to me that you don't remember this when it comes to your money. So on behalf of the Holy Trinity, get your shit together. Learn your worth and put a price tag on that. I'm out. I'm falling back. I'm falling back, God. I'm falling back. I am. I'm falling back. I'm falling back. I fell back. I love you. Make sure you share. Make sure you post. Make sure you join Facebook, Hot Mess Millionaire Facebook, so I can tap that ass and get your money right. So 2021 is the year where you hit your first million or your first six figures or whatever it takes. I don't really care, but we're not playing with money no more. White supremacy don't care about us. So I need you to get serious in a very real way, not in an emotional way, but in a money way about your paper. Okay. I'm passionate about this. I've talked longer than I had intended to, but I have some things to say about it. I'm going to hang up now. I'm going to end this session now. I'm going to end this series now. I'm going to end this episode now. God, help me end it. Help me end it because I'm still hot. I love you, girl. I'll talk to you later. Share. Goodbye for now.